afternoon, everybody. So I have been making progress on my tiny house office. I've got most all of the siding is done, and I just got my windows installed, although they're not all taped and trimmed and all that kind of thing. I thought now would be a good time to give you an update on my siding and window process and show you how it's coming along. I'm pretty excited about how it looks. In my last video, I just had the roof trusses installed. Since then, I sheeted the roof just with OSB. And the first thing I did for the walls was go ahead and wrap it in house wrap. A 9-foot roll that would have covered the trailer from top to bottom was 100 feet long and way too expensive. So I ended up with just a 3-foot roll, and starting at the bottom so that each successive layer would overlap. And then I taped it with tape that was branded to go with this house wrap. The house wrap was just installed with a staple gun, and then the next step was to install my siding. I went ahead with some T111. It was painted with a couple coats of cedar colored stain. My wife helped me do that and get these pieces installed. It was kind of tricky up near the top because I had to slide it up underneath. You can see that very peak of the gable is not done yet. In case you don't know what T111 siding is, you can see from these two scraps that it essentially has a shiplap with a notch right here that fits over the edge of the other piece. And I just made sure I caulked that seam really well with some Dynaflex 230, and they have it in cedar color. I sheeted straight over my windows and doors, obviously leaving some of them open for access from inside as I went. And then I drilled a screw in each corner of the window from the inside, used that to mark out the line for where my window would be, and used a skill saw to cut the window openings out. And then it was time to install the windows. Since they are on the outside of the siding, I made sure that I caulked them really good with clear Dynaflex 230, and I will caulk it again when I put trim around the windows. I've got window tape sealing it off. I started at the bottom, put the window sill tape on before I did the window, and then after I did the window, I started from the bottom, working my way up, putting the tape along the seam, and then the header tape makes sure that any water will start to run over that top tape, will stay on top of the tape, and will run over the base plate tape, so we shouldn't get any water inside. And again, I'm counting on a lot of caulk to keep that sealed up. My windows are JELD-WIN single hung windows. I picked them up at Menards. The most significant weakness I can think of from using this T111 and putting the windows on top is I have these gaps where there's grooves in the T111. I'm gonna caulk that really well with some quality caulk that will hopefully last a really long time, keep me from getting any leaks. And again, especially at the top, that's important, but I will also have a piece of trim there, and I'm gonna caulk that up really, really well as well. So hopefully that keeps it really sealed up. And pardon the glare from the sun right over there, but this is the view from inside. I like it a lot. My desk, once this office is complete, is gonna be right here, sitting in front of these 4 windows, so I just have glass all around. And turning around the other way, we have the door with 1 window over there. In case you were wondering, the smaller windows are 24 by 42. The big windows are 36 by 42. Thanks guys for checking out this update. My next step is most likely to start roofing this house. I have some comp shingles I'm gonna put up there. Thanks for watching, liking, and subscribing, and we'll see you on the next update. Bye.